Hey everybody, hope you all are doing well and welcome back to Michael's Matters. And of course, as per usual, I am Michael, and today, as we get past the Christmas holiday and get into that last stretch of 2022, I want to go over when people on Social Security programs, so that's programs like Social Security Disability SSDI, Supplemental Security Income SSI, and Social Security Retirement, are actually going to see this biggest of big increases in their benefits. In fact, the biggest one that probably anyone has seen in living history. So today we are talking about when folks on Social Security benefits will actually see their first big payments for 2023, and we're going to talk about some of the other Social Security updates that are happening right now. Now, if you like these videos, if you find them interesting, if you find them helpful, hey, if you find them useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. All right, now let's get down to the video. So it's no secret that in the next couple of days, people on Social Security benefits are going to get a big boost in their benefits. In fact, as things sit in the economy right now, beneficiaries' benefits will actually go up above and beyond where the current inflation rate is at. Most recently, it was at 7.9%, and the COLA is increasing by 8.7%. So they're over that initial amount. This also means that they're going to get a bit of extra purchasing power instead of just keeping up with the normal cost of things, how the COLA was initially set for those folks on Social Security benefits, which ultimately is good. Now, this also means that the big question is, when is that money actually going to be sent out? Well, let's talk about it because it is a bit tricky and it will depend on which Social Security program somebody is on. So for example, if they're on Social Security Disability, they're going to have different payout dates than somebody who's on Social Security Retirement, or even if they have SSI, or if they have multiple eligibilities for multiple other Social Security programs. Like if you have SSI, Supplemental Security Income, as well as Social Security Retirement. Now, I think the best way to do this is going to be in the order of when benefits get paid out, soonest to latest. So we'll start with the payout dates for people who are just on Supplemental Security Income, or SSI. Now, according to Social Security, payments for January 2023 for people on SSI will actually be sent out this month at the end of December on Friday, December 30th. Now, of course, it could be a couple additional days after December 30th before someone sees that check in their mailbox, if they get it by mail or directly in their bank account, if it's direct deposit, because there are weekends and holidays and all that kind of rigmarole. Also, additionally, it means that once we do actually get into the month of January, folks who are on SSI, well, they're not going to get a payment for the entirety of the month of January. They won't get another payment until we get into February. So just something to bear in mind. Now, next up is for those folks who are actually receiving both Supplemental Security Income, so SSI, as well as Social Security Retirement benefits, but they started receiving those Social Security Retirement benefits on or before 1997, which would make the youngest person, assuming they retired at 62 years old back in 1997, right now they would be 88 years old or thereabouts, because it's a couple months, give or take. So if you are receiving both Social Security Retirement as well as Supplemental Security Income before 1997, then your Social Security benefits for January will be paid out on Tuesday, January the 3rd. So that takes care of the easy ones. Now, the one that's a little bit more complex is for folks who are on normal Social Security Retirement benefits. This one's a bit tricky because the benefits are sent out based on the date of the month that you are born. So if you are born earlier in the month, then you get your Social Security Retirement benefits paid out earlier. And if you are born later in the month, then you end up getting your benefits paid out later in the month. So for example, if you were born from the 1st to the 10th of the month, then your Social Security benefits checks will actually be sent out on January the 11th. So that's Wednesday, January the 11th. Now, for those of you who were born from the 11th of the month to the 20th of the month, you have a birthday that falls between those dates, then your Social Security benefits for January 2023 will be sent out on Wednesday, January 18th. And then lastly, if you were born from the 21st through the 31st or the 30th, if it's the end of the month, then your benefits will be sent out on Wednesday, January 25th. All right, so that is the Social Security payments for the month of January, and I'll put up a chart here to make it easy for all the dates if you just kind of want to review it real quick. So for those folks on SSI only, they're going to get their benefits on December 30th, though basically this week on Friday, and those will be for January 2023. If you have both SSI as well as Social Security Retirement, and you've begun receiving those Social Security Retirement benefits on or before 1997, then you will get your benefits on Tuesday, January the 3rd. And then for those born from the 10th of the month up to the 10th of the month, you'll get your benefits on Wednesday, January 11th. If you were born up to the 20th of the month, you'll get yours on Wednesday, January 18th. And then last, and not least, is if you were born up to the 31st of the month or the end of the month, then you'll see your benefits sent out on January 25th. All right, so with the dates done, let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the Social Security world. Now, you would think with the holidays going on, things would be kind of slow, but Congress, like those students who procrastinate to the very end of the semester, right now is working furiously to try to get their final papers in before the holidays, or in this case, it is a massive $1.7 trillion congressional spending bill. Now, this bill is needed to ensure that the country keeps running and has programs like Social Security and Medicare have the money that they need to benefit older Americans and retirees and people who rely on those programs. But interestingly enough, in the spending bill, there are some things that could substantially help retirees and older Americans. I know, surprise, right? Because within the spending bill, there was additional money for programs like Medicare and Social Security. Now, another really interesting aspect of the spending bill that will definitely have beneficial consequences for older Americans and retirees is the addition of what was previously referred to as the Secure Act 2.0 legislation. It was added to the 4,155-page bill because at that point, what's the difference of a couple extra pages? But what it does do is it provides new updated timelines for when folks have to take mandatory distributions from their retirement savings and how much catch-up distributions individuals can make. An additional exception that was added in there is when people can also take emergency payments from their 401ks and retirement plans. So all good things that are going to help deal with the prospect of Social Security benefits potentially coming up short in the near future. Now, the big one, in my opinion, is going to start sitting right now in about a week, which is when the minimum age for an individual who has a 401k or retirement plan must start taking their required minimum distributions, RMDs. It's going to increase from 72 years old, where it is right now, to 73 years old. So you get an extra year that you can hold onto that money in your retirement plan, which also means you get an additional year of growth as well, and before you have to take that money out. Additionally, by 2033, that age will go up another couple years to 75 years old. So again, you get some even more years for that money to continue to grow if it is growing in your retirement plan. Although I can't even imagine what that age is going to be up to by the time people in my generation even get there. Now, another additional benefit to this is for folks who are going to be between the ages of 60 to 63 years old beginning in 2025, because they will be able to start putting an additional 50% of their regular catch-up contribution limits into their retirement plan. So basically, if you are between that age, 60 to 63, by 2025, you are going to be able to put a heck of a lot more money in your retirement or your 401k plans than you could before. Or, for example, if you had lagged behind or maybe had to take some money out for emergency, now you're going to have an opportunity to catch up a lot faster. But the one concerning thing is that for Congress to do something like this means a couple of very difficult truths. First is that Congress, they don't act unless something is very, very wrong. They don't tend to create fire departments until all the houses are on fire. The same goes with these changes, because there are a lot of financial houses that are on fire. This attempts to loosen up financial regulations on retirement accounts means that they can see that programs like Social Security Retirement or Social Security Disability SSDI or Supplemental Security Income SSI or VA or Railroad Retirement Benefits, they're not likely going to be able to keep up with the demand of the cost of living or the cost in general in the near future, or even less so in the distant future. These little changes, look, they are going to help out, but they're not going to help those many Americans who don't have these kinds of benefits, who don't have 401ks or retirement plans usually through their jobs, and it's nearly about half who don't. So yes, it's good to make these changes to bring help to those who need it and who can use it. But in this case, these changes are not really going to help those who need it most, those folks who don't have financial resources or have any financial plans or any retirement money squirreled away. I mean, realistically, it's going to be more like they're giving free tires to financial vehicles that these folks don't even have accesses to. So there needs to be a lot more done to strengthen the Social Security programs that we have and to ensure that they're going to be around for generations and generations and maybe even my generations to come. All right, so that's it for Michael's Matters, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, if you found it interesting, if you found it helpful, or hey, you know what, if you found it useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. So for Michael's Matters, I'm Michael, hoping that you take care of yourself, take care of others, and have a happy, healthy day.